Are they really gone? Some celebrity deaths shake the world. But what if the story didn't end there? In this video, we're diving into the top 10 dead celebrities people think are still alive. From rap legends to royalty, these theories didn't just come out of nowhere. They're backed by strange sightings, suspicious evidence, and whispers that never faded. Get ready, because some of these names might just surprise you. Tupac Shakur, the legend that refused to die. Tupac Shakur was pronounced dead in 1996 after a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas. But from day one, people questioned whether he truly died or vanished on purpose. Why? Because the official story never sat right. There were no public funeral photos, and Suge Knight, the last person to see him, has said, even years later, that he doesn't believe Tupac is really gone. Then came the sightings. From Cuba to Malaysia, dozens of people claim they've seen someone who looks exactly like him. There were photos, grainy videos, even interviews with supposed insiders who say Pac planned to disappear. His obsession with Machiavelli, the philosopher who faked his own death, only fueled the flames. Tupac even released music posthumously. That sounded eerily current. Whether he escaped the chaos of fame or something darker happened, the mystery of Tupac's fate still echoes through hip-hop history. Elvis Presley, the king never left. Elvis Presley's death in 1977 was official, but many fans never bought it. For starters, his tombstone spells his middle name Aaron instead of Aaron, a mistake, or a signal. Then, just days later, a man using the alias John Burroughs, one Elvis often used, booked a flight out of Memphis. Photos and sightings followed for years, including one man who showed up at Graceland looking just like an older Elvis. Some believe he faked his death to escape fame or worse. Threats from the industry. There's even talk that the FBI was involved. And every time people forget, a new photo surfaces, and the mystery comes back alive. Princess Diana, the crash that sparked out when Diana died in a car crash in 1997. The world mourned, but the questions came fast. The tunnel's cameras stopped working that night. Paramedics delayed her transport for over 90 minutes, and Diana had previously written a note saying she feared someone would stage a crash to silence her. She was reportedly planning to go public with private royal secrets, and some believe her relationship with Dodi Fade was seen as too controversial. To this day, many believe her death wasn't an accident, and the truth was buried with her. Michael Jackson disappeared, not dead. Michael Jackson's 2009 death shocked the world, but many believe it wasn't the end. The 911 call never mentioned his name, and some say paramedics didn't recognize him. Then came a viral clip, someone stepping out of a coroner's van, looking just like Michael. Fans claimed sightings worldwide from Canada to Bahrain. And one man, Dave, sparked major suspicion on live TV for sounding and acting exactly like him. Jackson once joked about faking his death. He was under immense pressure, drowning in detand. His sister LaToya even said, "This was no accident." Some think he vanished on purpose, and if anyone could moonwalk out of reality, it was Michael. Andy Kaufman, the ultimate prank? Andy Kaufman wasn't your average comedian. He thrived on confusion. So when he died in 1984 from a rare cancer, many believed it was just his final act. He had faked his death before, as a joke. Friends said he often talked about disappearing for years, just to see if he could. Even after the funeral, his writing partner Bob Zamuda hinted that Andy might still be alive. In 2013, a woman claimed to be his daughter and said Andy was living in secret. That turned out to be false, but it reignited old suspicions. Kaufman left no clear answers, and with no public grave, fans still ask, was he serious or just playing the long game? Jim Morrison, The Doors never closed. Jim Morrison, lead singer of The Doors, was found dead in a Paris bathtub in 1971. No autopsy, no official cause. Just a sealed coffin and a lot of questions. At 27, Morrison was fed up with fame and had often joked about vanishing to live anonymously. Friends say he fantasized about escaping to Africa or the American desert to write in peace. Soon after his death, fans claimed to see him in California, the Bahamas, even at his old recording studio. A former Doors manager even claimed he received a postcard from Morrison years after his supposed death. His grave at Parnassus, it's unmarked, quiet, almost too convenient. With a life built on mystery, rebellion, and reinvention, many still believe Morrison didn't die. He just walked away from the noise. Adolf Hitler escaped justice. Officially, Adolf Hitler died by suicide in 1945 in a Berlin bunker. But not everyone believes the story ended there. Why? Because no body was ever definitively recovered. The remains were burned, and what the Soviets claimed to have found turned out to be a woman's skull decades later. In the years following World War II, declassified FBI documents revealed dozens of sightings of Hitler in Argentina, and there's reason to believe Nazi officers fled their whole communities. Of Germans were already settled in South America. Some even believe Hitler lived in the Patagonian mountains, protected by sympathizers until his death in the 1960s. Eyewitness accounts, mysterious photos, and strange Nazi activity in Argentina only deepened the suspicion. For many, the idea that one of history's most evil figures escaped justice isn't just disturbing, it's chilling.